Hello everybody, good afternoon and welcome to Japan, where we are here for the B-League action. The B1 game between Western Conference teams Osaka EVESSA and Hiroshima Dragonflies. Here in the Ukini Arena, Maishima, fans excited. B-League has really captured the imagination all over, and this Hiroshima Dragonflies team certainly has obviously making it all the way to the top, winning the title of 2024 and hoping that the good times will return this season. They've had a great start to the season. They're 5-2 in the West, and Osaka down at 3-4 and in 7th place. But a very good team in their own right, and since we're early in the season, a long way to go. Hiroshima, the top scoring team at 94.6 points per game this season. So they are a powerhouse in that regard. And defense at 84.4 points per game. Hiroshima, top 3-point shooting team at 40%. Hiroshima, 4th in assist overall. And you look at the roster, meanwhile, of Osaka EVESSA: Bobby Ray Parks, Aoki, Matt Bonds, one of the top players in this competition, Ryan Luther, Joji Takeuchi, Goda, Kinoshita, Suzuki, Vladimir Gurun, and Sakamoto. For Hiroshima, meanwhile, Ichikawa, Ito, Roberts, Chris Smith, the real super sub coming off the bench. He just loves that role. Kamisawa, Dwayne Evans, Kofi Coburn, Nick Mayo, Hamazaki, Haruyama has come over from Shinshu Brave Warriors, and overall just a very good team. Sato as well. Key players coming into this one for Osaka. Suzuki, keep an eye on the point guard. There he is, number 35. See what he's doing this season. Gets his share of assists every game. And then you also have number 88 for Hiroshima, Sato, who I just mentioned. So their respective numbers. Sato at 3 rebounds to go with his 3 assists per game and averaging 9 points per game. And Suzuki, 5.4 points, 3.3 assists per game. Plays about 14 minutes and 23 seconds per game so far. That's his averages. So Ryosei Sato plays a lot more, really plays more than half the game at 21 minutes and change. Coach Fujita, the head coach of Osaka, coming here today, hoping to, coming into this arena, looking to get the big win against Coach Asayama. He's got to prove that his team can win both at home and on the road over the course of the season. And I was mentioning these stats. Look at Hiroshima, 94.6 points per game. Compare that to 77.6 per game, and that is quite a disparity. So you're looking at a team that really knows how to pour in the points, and is going to be difficult to contain. Nevertheless, that 84.4 points per game that they allow, the 3-point shooting for Osaka has not been great. So they're going to have to improve in that regard. When you have a better offense, sometimes that also impacts your defense. So they'll be looking to get a much better performance. 3-4, not a disastrous start by any stretch of the imagination, but you don't want to start losing games at home. You don't want to fall too far adrift to where the point is you can't come back. The idea is you survive and you make the playoffs by the end of the season. And this Osaka team here playing at home today, looking to get a lift from the crowd. So tipping off in about 4 minutes time. Of course, in the B-League also you play not just once, but twice against the same opponent every weekend. So the starting five tonight for Hiroshima will be Ito, Dwayne Evans, Coburn, Mayo, and Mitani. There's Mayo. Made all that history back in his college days at Eastern Kentucky, the first player to make first team all-conference honors. 4 consecutive years. I mean, that was impressive from Mayo. Especially doing so also in the state of Kentucky where basketball is religion. Looking forward to see Coburn come out, the Jamaican. Grew up in Kingston, born in Kingston, Jamaica, moved to New York. He was 15, and his basketball career has really taken off. Played college basketball at Illinois. And Dwayne Evans, one of the more accomplished players, also in this team for Hiroshima. 17.3 points, 7.6 rebounds, and 5.4 assists. And part of that title-winning team a couple of seasons ago. And you remember him also playing back in the 2021-22 season with the Houston Golden Kings. In fact, he spent a couple of seasons with them, 2020-21, 21-22. And he was good for them as well. This is one reason why Hiroshima was so anxious to get him in their lineup. So for Osaka, Bobby Ray Parks, the Philippines international. And then we've got Aoki, Yasunori Aoki coming out at 6.3 points, 2.6 assists per game. Matt Bonds, who I mentioned, big time at 19 points, 10.4 rebounds, 3.4 assists. So you know they rely heavily on him and Vladimir Darun, the big Ukrainian, and has to get the rebounds, has to get some block shots, needs to give them an interior game, needs to complement Bonds in that sense. And Sakamoto, Osada, Hayasaki, and Hasegawa, the referees. And again, what's more, the starting fives for both of these teams, Garoon, Bonds, Parks, Sakamoto, and Aoki for Osaka on the left. And for Hiroshima, Ito, you've got number 34, Mitani, Dwayne Evans, Nick Mayo, and Coburn. Mitani comes in, plays about 16 minutes and change per game, 2.6 points, 2.1 rebounds. Captain of the Hiroshima team is Kamisawa, Toshiki Kamisawa, and he comes off the bench, and for he'll be looking to make perhaps an impact today, give his team lift. And Joji Takeuchi, the veteran, former Japan international, is the captain for Osaka. everybody. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, wherever you're watching. We are in Japan for the B.LEAGUE, and it's Hiroshima Dragonflies winning that opening tip. Attacking the basket to the left on your screen. Evans wearing the big afro these days. Here he is. He's got it. Looks a little bit like Dr. J. And missing it from deep, Matani. So Osaka looking for their first bucket, and they get it down low, and that's a good sign to get the ball to Vladimir Garoon. His number is very similar to last season, averaging 11.6 points per game, so he's off to a good start. And this time, just three again is no good. That one from Nick Mayo. And the ball knocked away, but Ito gets it back. Here's Evans, shot clock about to expire. Evans launches it and clangs it off the backboard. Oh, and a little bit of a step and bump on Matani. Well, that didn't feel good, did it? Here's Osaka, Bonds from deep, this time long. And foul down low on Mayo. So Bonds missing that one from deep. Here's the dump down low. They pass it back to Garoon. He'll put it up from the stripe, and didn't look entirely comfortable taking that shot, did it? Might be one that they're going to give to him. Now Evans, a little spin action. Bonds hands it off. Sakamoto. Aoki drives to Bonds, back outside. Sakamoto gets it back over to Aoki, gives it back to Sakamoto. Shot clock about to expire. Sakamoto's going to try to sock it to him. He goes off 1 foot and misses. Nice pass up ahead to Matani, and he lays it up and in. And finally, Hiroshima have their first bucket. 24 years of age, bright talent. Going to be around for a long time. Ray Parks comes out and way too heavy with that shot, going off the back of the iron. Now the steal, nope, almost. But Sakamoto whistled for the foul. Ito gets it back to Evans. Here's Mayo. And he gets it to his teammate Matani, who's fouled. Just a little too physical there from Aoki, picking up the personal. Here's Mayo. And that's it, Mayo. You know, there have to be a lot of sandwich-related nicknames for him as he gets it up. Shows that all-around talent. Entry pass to Garoon, back outside, pump fake, and Coburn with the foul. Osaka down 3 here against Hiroshima. Oh, the ball kicked. Here's a drive, and still doesn't drop. Good attempt. And the drive, and the bucket is good. And 1 for Evans, fouled by Bobby Ray Parks. So Hiroshima getting out to a good start. 7-2 lead, establishing themselves here early on. And to me, it just looks like already offensively, you just see there's so much discomfort at this end of the floor here for Osaka. Just 2 points and the first 3 minutes and change. And this time, Garoon fouled as he gets in the lane. You know, just not comfortable at all. Ito whistled for the foul. He kind of got into a position where he was boxing out Garoon. And Garoon did a good job of making a shot attempt, and he got fouled. So here he is at the line, front and back, pops out. And that's kind of how it's been for this Osaka team today. They had the early bucket from Garoon, but they definitely need to get Matt Bonds clicking. They need his offense more than anything. So the 1 of 2 at the line makes it a 4-point game. Also into the game now, Smith whips it down low, and Coburn doesn't get it. They stick with it and still are denied. Takeuchi in the game, got the rebound. There's Parks, down to Bonds. And the foul before the shot. Good identification there from Parks, seeing the mismatch, make sure he gets it to the star. And here's one of our key players that we highlighted before the game, Sato. No surprise that he comes in early. And we're also seeing Hariyama check into the game. Remember, Hariyama can really go off. A weapon from 3-point range. Bonds makes the first. Hariyama coming over from Shimane, from former club, where he played for Paul Henare, and they had a shake-up after last season. So basketball inbounded by Smith. Oh, and a little bit careless. Got to get the ball to the guard. Mayo swarmed. Look at this. Coming from behind and almost getting the steal. Mayo again. Mayo kind of probing, bounce pass, Coburn, and he's fouled as he goes up by Garoon. Now, Vladimir Garoon is a very big man. I mean, he is, watch this, but Coburn, look how big he is. 2.11 meters in height, 140 kilograms. That is a lot of basketball players. And then you add Nick Mayo, who's not too short himself at 2.06 meters in height. And that is a formidable front line. And then you even add Dwayne Evans. So this is definitely a Hiroshima team that is stacked. Obviously, Evans at 2.01 meters in height, not nearly as big, but he is talented. Here's Garoon with the offensive rebound. And fouled by Smith. And I think having Smith in this team as well gives them a lot of experience coming off the bench. Remember, used to be the one of the star players of Chiba Jets. Garoon makes the first. Well, it feels like Garoon is the #1 option for this team, but he keeps finding himself in position. And I'm just wondering if Osaka are more than willing to give that away. Excuse me, if Hiroshima are more than willing to give that away to him, make him beat them rather than Bonds. He makes both. Oh. Wow. Looked like Sato kind of leaned into Aoki. And that's what Aoki's saying. Hey, I'm just backpedaling. Watch this. Well, no, it wasn't quite so obvious. There was definitely contact. I think they're probably going to call that on somebody. So why not the defender? Suzuki, meanwhile, comes into the game. Number 34 for Osaka. 5.4 points, 3.3 assists. This is the first. Suzuki gives him pretty good production for the amount of time that he plays. 14 minutes, 23 seconds. His average. Second one is good. Another foul call, but blowing the whistle a lot here early. But it's not surprising. There is a lot of grabbing, a lot of holding. These players will try to do as much as they can right on the verge of fouling, try to get away with it. So that's Suzuki misses the first free throw. I mean, both teams already over the limit, and we've still got more than 5 minutes to go in this first quarter. Suzuki makes the second. Here's Smith. Gets around his man, gets it over to Sato. Feet set. And Coburn had his hands on it, couldn't corral it, but the ball was batted out of bounds. So a new 14 seconds on the shot clock. Sato taking on Suzuki. And goes right at him and scores. He's 22 years of age. Talking about a bright young future. Here's Parks. Rattles it in. They got to get some production from somebody on the outside. You start making some shots outside, it changes everything. Smith. He misses. And now a chance to tie it or take the lead. And they've got Bonds. Bonds gets in, he gets the foul, yes! and one. What a move from Bonds. Number 5 is alive. And let's see if this gives him the spark that he needs. Yeah, that's an easy one. Clear foul on Smith. Raising his arms, bumping him as he goes into the lane. Dwayne Evans back in the game. So after a sluggish start, Osaka can take the lead if Bonds makes it, and he does. Hariyama from the wing. And Ryan Luther had position there but couldn't get the rebound. Instead it was Mayo, but nevertheless they escape without giving up points after giving that rebound away. Bonds from the baseline spins, puts it up and in. Hariyama trying to draw the charge. Referee's not falling for it. Ooh, Evans getting tangled up with Takeuchi. So, oh gosh, that's just way too much. Way too much. Hey, come on, guys. We're not having any. We're not having a wrestling match out here. We're not having a little sumo showdown. Evans will go to the line. Makes the first. This is going to be a tough game to officiate. It feels like the referees, though, were ready for it because they are blowing the whistle, trying to stay in control of this game. Evans only makes one of two. Nice pass, and then Luther lays it up and in. We're talking about super subs. He's a great player to come off the bench, and now the ball just thrown out of bounds by Mayo. Takeuchi hands it off to Bonds. Luther gets a step, lays it up and in. Boy, that was graceful. And this is some kind of run right now for Osaka. They have stretched it to a 20-14 lead. And as the game goes on, feeling much more comfortable. And you got to wonder defensively what Hiroshima are doing right now because they're just giving up layups. Well, so far Bonds has 7 points to lead all scorers. Garoon has 5, Parks has 3, and Luther has 4. And for the Dragonflies, just a little slow off the mark today. Mayo has 3, as does Evans, as does Coburn, as does Sato. So let's see what Sato comes back out, if he can offer anything different to what we've seen so far. We know that he's a pretty feisty player. Good Sato gets it down low to Coburn. And Coburn misses, gets it back. Misses again. Well, that was good coaching. You call the timeout and you say, we're gonna get a good shot here. We just missed it. But Bonds, meanwhile, goes to the other end. And once again, Osaka just getting layups. Here's Coburn. Gets inside. They want to get it to him again. See if he has any luck this time. No, he's going to pass it back out. 3-point shot. And Ryan Luther with the rebound. And with Luther out on the court, you just see a guy that just brings instant quality. Here he is. Versatile, good rebounder. He can shoot it. Here he is posting up, and now Takeuchi bowled over down low by number 20. Or number 30 rather, Yamazaki. And that is not a good play, but it's going to put Takeuchi on the line. I mean, there's just way too much contact, and to be fair, I mean, Takeuchi also just going down, looking for the foul. Takeuchi makes the first. Joji Takeuchi, late in his career, showing that he's still got a lot to offer. And put back by Luther. And boy, Hiroshima's finding themselves in a hole right now, needing some inspiration. Oh, nice steal. And flying in and laying it up and in, the super sub, Suzuki. Point lead. Coburn fouled and gets one at the line. This is the right play, but he's just got to take care of business. He's got to make the shots. That's big, strong. Nobody's stopping that. So Takeuchi will take a seat, and Vladimir Darun comes back in and Parks. So the guys coming off the bench really doing a good job of helping stretch that lead. Sakamoto also back in. So 3-point play gets it back to a 10-point deficit. So they're in a 2-3 zone. See if that strangles the middle. Well, it doesn't matter because Luther is able to score with kind of a one-handed push shot from the free throw line. Luther has really added some impetus to this team since coming into the game. Coburn again, going strong. Yeah, nobody's stopping that, not even Garoon. You got to send the help, and even that might not be enough. So back to a 10-point deficit. Coburn starting to stir, starting to wake up. Starting to come to life. Final seconds. Parks from deep. Got it! Boy, what a great way to finish. The Gilas man strikes from downtown, took the shot with confidence. Parks with the three-pointer. He's got 6, he's knocked down a couple. 2 of 3 from deep, and it's 32-19 with Osaka EVESSA on top of Hiroshima. Suzuki showing what he's got coming from the bench. He makes the layup. He gets the steal. Goes in. I mean, those are the plays that if you come up with the steal and get the bucket that the coach loves. Don't have to draw up anything. You get cheap, easy points. And really for the Dragonflies, just very careless to make that type of pass and to give that away. You're just giving the other team confidence and making life a little bit harder for yourself. And plus, they get the basketball to start the second quarter. Osaka, remember, Parks also had the three to end the quarter, so huge opportunity. No, you don't want that. Garoon, they leave him open for a reason. He misses it. You've got Luther, you got Parks who just hit a three. And then at the other end, you pay the price. Matani knocks down the jumper. Get a good shot every time down if you're Osaka. Parks for three. Oh, yes. That's what I mean. He's feeling it, so you got to get him touches. His third three of the game. Parks. Pass whipped inside. And, well, Matani has to do better. And what a nice break. And the bucket is good from Sakamoto. 37-22. Hiroshima just nowhere to be found. Driving in, scoring Sato. Young man has some good power there. There's Luther. And Garoon, that's where he needs to be. Down low, getting rebounds. Need a little bit more effort from Coburn. Remember, we talked about how this team, Osaka, doesn't shoot it great from three-point range. So even if you're shooting it well, if you're Parks, you definitely shoot it well. Oh, look at that, Evans putting his defense into a spin cycle. Okay, put up the threes now. Look to get something going to the basket. That's better, but well read by Sato. Trying to make the backdoor cut, but Coburn alert enough to prevent that pass. So Coburn's going to sit down. Smith back in, Mayo back in. They're not quite as big, but maybe a little bit quicker. Or the Dragonflies, nice pass. There's Garoon, drives in. Great play. Smith from deep, showing all that experience. 31-year-old Chris Smith. This isn't where you get careless if you're Osaka. You continue to work to get those good shots. Another one, that's it. Feeling comfortable on the drive and making it look easy. Kinoshita, even the guys coming from the bench. Sato misses that. Another chance to extend the lead. Luther. Impressive they're doing this without Bonds. Kinoshita bounce pass back to Luther, and he just kind of lost it as he went up. Now Smith on the break. Great job, Chris Smith attacking. And Parks gets the foul. Parks, I think, was complaining at the other end that he got fouled while he was trying to play defense. Just play basketball. And now he's arguing he didn't foul there, but the reality is that when Smith got into the lane, he did kind of throw his arm out and made contact. These players just got to let the referees do their jobs. Smith makes the second. Gotta let it go, Bobby. Here's Takeuchi. Fujitsu doing a good job of shuffling players in and out right now, and Coburn also coming back into the game. And Evans goes out. Bonds fresh, back in, lays it up and in, and he's fouled. So you've had the luxury of Bonds kind of putting his feet up and getting a little bit of a rest on the bench. And now he comes in, and on this evidence, he is turbocharged. Look at that. Just goes right at the defense. Mitani with the foul. His second. And this guy knows how to finish. We've seen it already today on a few occasions. He's got 11 points. He's 4 of 6 from the floor. He's 3 of 3 at the line. This is his world right now, folks, and we're living in it. He makes the free throw. And back to a 13-point advantage. Ito's been relatively quiet today. Mayo gets it to Coburn, and it's Garoon with the foul. And if Coburn asked for the basketball, posts up like this, gets Garoon on his back, kind of a reverse post, I don't see anybody stopping that. He's just too big and strong. He does not make the free throw, however. Rebound Garoon. Can Osaka keep the scoreboard ticking over? Well, they got Hariyama guarding the ball handler now. The ball passed over. Sakamoto back to Kinoshita. And Kinoshita has been really good coming off the bench. Makoto Kinoshita. That shot no good. There is the rebound. Coburn finally gets it, and then he's looking for the foul. And Chris Smith knocks the ball, puts the pressure on Bonds. Luther back in the game. Way too much complaining by the players in this game. Just let the game go. Let the referees do their job. That's a lot of grabbing. And an easy one. This time Mayo. If Nick Mayo gets on track, then it's going to be a real problem because you got Coburn and Mayo, and then they'll bring Evans back in. Very important they continue to execute. Luther, tough drive. And Mayo, great defense. game got pretty physical on that occasion. Ito gets into the paint, puts it up, misses. They battle for it. Coburn, boy, he's tough. Hariyama open, knocks down the three. And he will head over to the bench because Osaka feel the momentum change a little bit and call a timeout. Coburn already with 10 points. And now I think he's got 4 rebounds. Hariyama, meanwhile, that's what he did with the Brave Warriors, and that's what he does here for Hiroshima. Well, Osaka will be playing Shimane, Hariyama's old team, coming up in midweek. And they'll be going up against here, Lavanga, Hokkaido in a couple of games. And Hiroshima, meanwhile, their next game's coming up. Yokohama B Corsairs. That'll be at Lassie Tuovi's Yokohama. And then they'll be at home against the Diamond Dolphins. Or no, they'll be at the Diamond Dolphins for a couple. And then San and Neo Phoenix. And then Brett's. So they got a tough schedule coming up. Oh boy, very sloppy from Bonds. Ito elects not to shoot it with Bonds. Great hustle back by Bonds. Ito again putting the pressure on Bonds. Bonds gets a hand up in Smith, and Smith steps out of bounds. So Bonds and Osaka get away with the turnover, but give Bonds credit, he didn't give up on the play. Timeout on the court, 4:39 remaining in the first half. Those are the stats so far. The three-point shooting for Osaka, 37.5%, so that's better than usual, and Hiroshima so far have not knocked down threes at the prolific rate that we've seen so far this season. And also just 6 of 10 at the line, so they're hurting themselves. And 73.7% inside the arc for Osaka, so you got to appreciate that. And look at that, Osaka also out-rebounding Hiroshima, which doesn't seem possible considering that front line. But, so really, Osaka has been locked in today. So back to live action out of the timeout. And Parks missing at the line. Momentum definitely changing right now. This is a big possession. Ito drives in. Luther, that's a big switch right there. I mean, you know, Ito, okay, he got into the lane and took the shot, but is that your number one option? Fujita, meanwhile, comes out and queries the referee on something. Nice bounce pass, and then Luther has just been excellent. He really has. $10 points for Ryan Luther. Smith, ball tapped back outside. Here's Evans. And Matt Bonds gives up the foul. That's okay because we're not over the limit. Luther already above his season average. That's how good he's been. He only averaged 9.4 points per game coming in. There's Parks almost getting the steal. Smith picks it up. Ball knocked out again. Good defense by Parks. Parks has been on his A game today. Look at that. Great defense by Parks. Oh, and that was not great defense as Parks fouls Smith with the shot clock about to expire. You never want to foul the jump shooter. Just give it to him. There, you took the pump fake. Do not bite on the pump fake. Stay on your feet, especially when it's a shot from outside. Smith is a good shooter, but you'd rather him make that shot than put him on the line. He makes the first free throw. Smith averaging 20 points per game, 20.1 points per game coming in. He now has 6. So you've done a decent job containing him. You don't want him to all of a sudden become a big problem. Oh, just makes 1 of 2. And good work from the Dragonflies getting it back. Great block from Luther, but then they get it back. It's a 3-point trip down the floor. Can't allow those rebounds to get away from you on missed free throws. For Osaka, good job, Hiroshima. Boy, Ito really hounding Aoki. Aoki open for 3, got it! Well, they have definitely brought 3-point shot to this game here in the first half, back to a 10-point advantage. Smith from deep, can you believe it? They have fouled him again, shooting a 3. Luther says, there's no foul, he just fell down. We'll have to look at it again. Watch this. Yeah. Yeah. His momentum carried him into Smith. Got to do better. You can't hit him. You can't take away his landing space, his landing zone. And Smith, very savvy, gets to the free throw line where he can take it back to a 7-point deficit. There doesn't seem to be too much love lost between these two teams. Well, Smith will probably be right on course for his average if he makes this one. They have 9 points. So they cash in on the opportunity. Coburn back into the game. Also the impressive Kinoshita back into the game for Osaka. Kinoshita with 4 points coming off the bench. Oh boy, that was a bad pass by Kinoshita. And Smith drives down, and look at that, he's now got 11 points. And the lead now cut to 51-46. Turnovers are toxic. Look at this, Kinoshita. And really, that's Takeuchi's fault. That bounce pass was perfect. That'll be interesting to see who they give the turnover to. I bet you they give it to Kinoshita, but that should have been reeled in. Yeah, they do. They give it to Kinoshita. These are the moments of the game where you can't beat yourself. Given all the momentum, you fouled the three-point shooter, you get the 3 free throws. Before that, you gave away the rebound with a missed free throw. Ended up giving up 3 points on that trip down the floor, and now you've turned it over and triggered a fast break. So that's 3 mistakes in a row by this Osaka EVESSA team.
Osaka EVESSA.
2.5 minutes remaining. Can Osaka stop the bleeding here? Bonds. Yeah, I think they want Bonds shooting this, even if it means driving. Okay, no, it's going to be Garoon. Oh, and Garoon looks like he might have gotten away with a foul or maybe even a travel. Okay, let's see if he can stop Coburn. And the answer is no. Nobody's stopping Coburn except himself. 12 points. Golly, he is a load. Can't imagine somebody being this big. Look at him. Nobody's stopping that. So Coburn, $14 points. No, 12 points and 5 rebounds. And Garoon says, I can't believe I have to guard this guy. And it feels like Coburn's still kind of scratching the surface of his potential. He can get a lot better if he puts in the work. Nice bounce pass. Aoki not interested in the 3. Drifts in. And you know what? You've got to be confident to take the 3, but credit to him. He worked it and got a better shot. 1.5 minutes remaining. 7-point lead for Osaka. Trying to reclaim the initiative here at the end of the first half. Sato. Coburn turns. Look at that. Even when he misses, he just gets the rebound off his own miss. So he goes to 14 points. Nice handoff. And the foul. Hiroshima with fouls to give. Sato. Well, we've seen those two guys tangle. It feels like Sato needs to, don't use his Don't use his hands as much. Don't give the referees an excuse to make those calls. I mean, there's a lot of bumping and colliding out there. Unnecessary. Just move. Kinoshita back to Bonds. Oh, a little Euro step, and he's denied. Great defense by Evans. Oh, and then Evans loses it. And now Takeuchi has it. Gets it to Kinoshita, who drives in. Oh, I thought he'd blown it, but he makes it. And in fact, it's a great play because they're probably going to end up getting another possession. Excellent work, and Kinoshita, I've been impressed by him. It's just a turnover. Can't make those. And here's Kinoshita. Let's do a little bit of investigative work on Makoto Kinoshita. Point guard, shooting guard, good size. Played at Osaka Gakuen University. From Osaka. So played for Nagoya Diamond Dolphins, in fact, 2018-19. So he has a little bit of an extra incentive to go out and play well today. And then played for the Diamond Dolphins from 2019 to 2021. He's been with Osaka EVESSA ever since. And if you want to be his best friend, invite him over for a plate of omelet rice. That's what he likes to eat. And also, when he was a youngster, his childhood nickname, Mako-chan. Not sure what that's about. His nickname now is Kanopi. And also Mako, another turnover. And it's Mako-chan with the pass up to Takeuchi, who tried to get it to Bonds. Ball deflected out of bounds. Well, they wanted to get the bucket before. There he is, Mako-chan. I think technically, really, they should be holding it for the last shot. They could have held it there, and they catch a break because Hiroshima can't get possession, so it's going to be. They don't want to wait too long, though. I would imagine with about 10 seconds, they're going to make their move. Kinoshita has it. Okay, here he goes. Shot clock winding down. Kinoshita is going to put it up from deep. Mako-chan misses. Oh, but Parks gets it right in the nick of time, but his shot blocked by Mayo. Hey, not too shabby from Osaka EVESSA. They lead 57-50 over Hiroshima here at halftime.
本日は会場の皆様の心に響くパフォーマンスができるよう頑張ります。それでは鉄山学院高校ダンス部の皆さん、よろしくお願いします。三越学院コミュニティプレゼンツハーフタイムパフォーマンス、鉄山学院高校ダンス部の皆さんでした。ありがとうございました。続いては BT によるハロウィン特別パフォーマンス、国設限定のハロウィンバージョンのパフォーマンスを披露してくれます。皆さん、ここでしか見れないダンスパフォーマンスで一緒に盛り上がっていきましょう。 BT の皆さん、よろしくお願いします。 B リーグの皆さんありがとうございました。そしてハロウィン企画ということで、今から D リーグの皆さんがコスプレして観戦しているお客さんに梅毒人形を渡しに行きます。B リーグの皆さんよろしくお願いします。コスプレをしている方はぜひアピールしてください。アピールは自席でお願いします。これコスプレしている人限定ですからね。本当に大阪のおばちゃんに扮した今日はね BT がはいもう評判ですよ。はい走る走る、はいすずめが次渡してる。みんな渡し終わったらねコートに降りてきてくださいね。さあこれで私もいろいろですねありがとうございました。さあ皆さん今日は引き続きコスプレ観戦しながら楽しみましょう。よろしくお願いします。
さあでは続いてクラブイベント会議抽選で当たるホテル清流スイートルーム賞の発表です。オフィシャルスポンサーの東大阪石切温泉ホテル清流様よりスイートルームペア宿泊券をプレゼントいただいております。本日ご来場のクラブエベッサ会員に当選者がいます。本日の当選者は会員番号 OE0025-1005901の中野大輔さんです。ご当選おめでとうございます。この後場外2階ファンクラブブースまでお越しください。
ベッサでは試合終了のセレモニーで各選手以外のご希望の選手を通常撮影にご参加いただきます。さてこれ次の日付で上位5名様は両計上位各選手を非サイン写真をクラブイベッサブースでプレゼントいたします。皆さん準備はよろしいでしょうか。それでは行きましょう。カウントダウン。さあどんどん皆さんギフティングしてください。5、4、3、2、1、0。エンゲートギフティングタイムスタートです。先ほどもお話しましたが5000ポイント以上で上位1位の方、お好きな選手との通称撮影です。いい300ポイントありがとうございます。さあどんどんギフティング、どんどんギフティングしてください。ヤルルさん100ポイントありがとうございます。ナイスゲーム500ポイントバック選手が打ち上がりました。サギカセイさんが500ポイント。残り時間が少なくなっていったらカウントダウンしますよ。どんどんしていきましょう。どんどんしていきましょう。残り20秒。さあ刻一刻と時間を過ぎていきます。さあ10秒前。8、7、6、5、4、3、2、1、終了です。たくさんのご参加。
Well, we're at halftime here of the B.LEAGUE game between Osaka EVESSA and Hiroshima Dragonflies. Osaka leading 57-50 here. The first half highlights. Dwayne Evans, one of the big stars in this competition for Hiroshima, driving in. He's got 7 points. It's been a relatively quiet start for him. Not for this guy. Kofi Coburn, 14 points, 7 rebounds. A lot of those rebounds coming off his own missed shots. Sato driving in and scoring. USA Sato is a powerhouse, but Ray Park's coming out, and the Gilas man hitting some big three-pointers for his team. Ryan Luther, when he came in off the bench early in the game, made an immediate impact, as did Suzuki. Tatsuya Suzuki with his defense, his passing, just contributing. He's got 4 assists to go with his 3 points. And the aforementioned Parks with 9 points, 3 of 4 from three-point range. Made a good play on defense as well. This was Evans going to work down low. And you had to pass up the floor, leading to the bucket. That was Mitani to Smith for 3. Matt Bond's always going to be tough to stop when he drives to the basket. And then that was really good work from Kinoshita. Aoki, he hit the 3, then we saw him pass up a 3 and drive to the basket late in the half. But here's the big issue. And really, if he improves and gets to that point where he knocks down that first shot, doesn't have to get the offensive rebound, his rebounding numbers will go down, ironically. His shooting percentage would go up. But you can just see that he's just really difficult to cover down low. So, 3-point shooting, each team with 4 makes. You would think that Hiroshima would pick that up in the second half, so you've got to be alert to that. And Hiroshima allowing Osaka EVESSA to shoot 72% inside the arc. So defensively, they haven't been nearly as good as they need to be. And you see also the other numbers as well. Rebounding 21-21. The 13 offensive rebounds for Hiroshima. How many do you think of those belong to Coburn? 5 do. So Bonds and Luther and Parks and Garoon all contributing big points. And also for Hiroshima, maybe Nick Mayo is going to pick it up in the second half. Mayo just with 5 points so far. And then you got Coburn with 14 points, Smith with 11, and Evans has 7, Mayo with 5. Second half action underway here at Osaka. Smith starts and knocks down a 3 to cut the deficit to 4. Aoki pushes off on Ito. We've seen it all game long. The guards are just barging into each other. And that's just a clear foul. Unnecessary. Sakamoto comes back in. Aoki really hurts the team there because Smith just hit a 3. Now you give him the ball right back. And now Coburn with another offensive rebound. Passes back outside to Smith, who knocks down another 3 right where he hit one before. So 6 quick points. 17 for Smith. And he's looking like he's going to go for a big number. Oh, nice handles from Bonds. Ito thought he had a steal. Bonds off the front of the iron. And this is all Hiroshima basketball right now. This is all their game. They've come out and established themselves early. We thought the three-point shooting would improve, and it has, and it's changed everything. Ito from 3. I should say that Smith's three-point shooting has changed everything. Parks rattles out. Ito at the stripe. And look at that. Hiroshima have come all the way back to take the lead. Good shooting is contagious. It spreads. Now a hold called on Mitani. That might be 4. No, that's 3. 3 on Mitani. Third foul. Parks give and go. Oh. And Sakamoto goes down. Make sure he gets the call. He does not. It's going to be Hiroshima basketball. Look at this. Did he trip? That's a good question. Looked like he might have tripped over Smith. Maybe a bad break there. So Suzuki comes back in. I think Smith might have gotten away with one. Here's Smith, open again, and offensive foul. So that would not have counted had it gone in. So that moving screen gives the basketball back to Osaka, who you really feel like right now they have got to get points. Boy, second time the Parks has seen the ball go in and out. Oh, Mayo, tough play. Wow. A 10-0 run to start the third quarter by Hiroshima, and they lead it 60-57. Timeout on the court. Well, the 1-2 punch really of Coburn and Smith has been too much for Osaka. Smith now with 17 points, 3 of 5 from three-point range. Coburn 14 points, 10 rebounds. And as I mentioned at halftime, if Mayo starts to become involved with the addition of Evans, then it's just going to be almost impossible for Osaka. They just got so many weapons. And that's why Coach Asayama looks so confident. Parks, beautiful pass. Great play coming out of the timeout. Wonderful job by Fujita. And Parks showing he's not just a shooter, he can pass it. Great bounce pass. And Garoon has to make that shot, and he does. Ito into the lane, left-handed, misses. Oh boy. And great work on the boards from Coburn once again. Three-point shot, Parks. And Smith drives all the way in, and normal service has resumed. Bonds doesn't settle for the three. They pass it around. Suzuki down low. Garoon back to Bonds. He gets up a three, contested, and makes it over Coburn. That felt like almost a must-make for Osaka as they look to stay with this Hiroshima team. Nice drive, Smith over to Mayo. My goodness, they are just on fire in this quarter. 10 points now for Mayo. Dangerous pass. Here's Bonds. They could do worse than getting Bonds another look here. Oh, Garoon's going to take it at the stripe and makes it. 13 for Garoon. 3-point lead for Hiroshima. Team going for his 6th win of the season. Oh, great block down low by Garoon. But they still don't get the basketball. Smith for 3. And this time they do. Now found the backcourt, Ito. Well, good defense. Coburn saying he got fouled. I don't know. Ito definitely reached in and committed the foul there to stop the break. That's interesting. He's got 3. He might bring Sato back in. Meanwhile, Ryan Luther back in. And if he and Kinoshita, if they play as well as they did, oh, changing hairstyle now for Evans. No longer the full afro. Maybe it's gonna lead to an offensive explosion for him. Suzuki, oh, good catch, Kinoshita. Kinoshita drives in, oh, great block by Mitani. And Mitani just timed that beautifully. Just rolled. Mitani back over to Sato. Oh, steps back after going between his legs. Oh, that was professional. Looking good from 22-year-old. Bonds. Nice take. They just got to ride out the storm. This team is as hot as a firecracker right now at this end, shooting it. Ooh, Luther going for the steal, commits the foul. It's not a bad foul. I mean, you're trying to make a play. You're trying to intercept the pass and go the other way. Aoki comes back in. Suzuki goes out. Smith pulled off just a little. He missed his last 2. Aoki having just come back into the game. Oh, good defense. Boy, Matani's playing some great defense. He's going to come out. Surprises me. Ariyama comes in. Saw him hit a 3 in the first half. A little bit of moisture on the court. Well, as important as those 3-pointers are and those jump shots falling for the Dragonflies, it's also great defense by the likes of Mitani that have helped them get this lead. But now that he goes out, let's see how that impacts. Oh, and Hariyama had no chance staying with Kinoshita there. Look at this. I mean, let's, yeah, that's a normal foul, but pretty hard foul, especially that far away from the basket. Kinoshita showing that speed. No, he's not going to take him on this time. Any more fouls in Hiroshima, they're going to be over the limit, and the shot from Aoki no good. Here comes Evans. Smith back to Evans. Sato, tough take, but doesn't finish. Matt Bonds thought about it. Takeuchi. Here's Bonds. Now Smith. Smith goes in. He has just been in command in this second half. Kinoshita. Looked like he had him beat on the dribble. He didn't go all the way. Aoki open for three. And off the front of the iron, but the ball batted out to Luther. And the charge called on Luther. Evans touch pass, Hariyama. Oh my. These guys have just been on fire in the third quarter. Now the lead is 9. And another offensive foul. Second in a row on Luther. Four fouls, and the coach is going to leave him in, trailing by 9 points. Well, we knew that Hiroshima could shoot three-pointers. We weren't seeing it in the first half, but their percentage is now up to 34%. No, it's even higher than that. Here's Sato. Oh, nice block. And it goes the other way. It's up to 37% now, 9 of 24 from three-point range. Came in shooting 40%. That was a very risky play defensively. Kinoshita has it. Bounce pass, nice play. I don't understand why they don't run this more often. They've had success every time. Pick and roll, give and go with Garoon. Look at this. So he goes up high to set the screen, rolls, and Coburn doesn't get back in time. He's got 3 fouls now. And Garoon's had a really good game, I think. Vladimir Garoon comes in averaging 11.6 points and 8.4 rebounds per game. He's got 14 points, 6 rebounds, and he's been efficient. You know, he's 5 of 7 from the floor. He's also been good at the free throw line. He's now 5 of 6 at the line. I mean, that is great production from Vladimir Garoon. And you also have to bear in mind that at the other end, he has to go up against the likes of Coburn. So that foul called on Aoki. And again, not a great foul. You pick up your 4th foul, you put them on the line. Although it pays off because Sato misses the first. Suzuki will have to come back into the game sooner rather than later. And Fujita's also walking a tightrope right now because he's got Ryan Luther on the court with 4 fouls. So both Aoki and Luther have 4 fouls. He makes 1 of 2, takes it back to an 8-point lead. And the architect of Osaka's demise back in the game, Chris Smith, with 21 points. Kinoshita Aoki. Oh, great block by Evans. And Mayo not able to corral it. So to stay at this end, 4.3 seconds remain on the shot clock. Inbounds. Oh. Bonds gets it off in time. They got plenty of time. They don't want to go too quick. Smith. You got to be careful, Aoki. You got 4 fouls. He puts it up from deep. Oh, my. Just an absolutely red-hot third quarter for Christopher Smith. Sato knows exactly who to get the basketball to. Smith is now 24 points, 4 of 8 from three-point range. And you're talking about a guy that's coming off the bench. And don't tell me there's not a more important signing following last season than that one. That is quite a move for Hiroshima. They lead at 79-68 over Osaka. 1 quarter remaining. Points from Chris Smith, leading Hiroshima Dragonflies right now with 10 minutes remaining. 79-68 over Osaka EVESSA, who have 17 points from Bonds, 15 points from Vladimir Groom, and 10 from Ryan Luther, 9 from Ray Parks. Well, let's see if that hot shooting continues, or maybe we'll see a change. But Osaka drive in, and, well, that was a good shot. There's Darun, and he gets blocked by Evans. Shot clock down to 9. Bonds goes baseline. Tough take, and he's fouled. I think anytime you have Bonds driving to the basket, it's a good thing, because more chances than not he's going to get fouled or make the shot. And this time he gets both. So he's going to the line for a three-point play. Third foul on Smith. And they would love for him to exit the game. And Bonds now has 20. Now if you're Osaka, you've got to get a stop. You must not allow Chris Smith to continue to wreak havoc. Here he is. Oh, great defense. Almost. Sakamoto going the other way for a layup. Look at this. Seven on the shot clock, though. They don't reset it. Here's Evans. Mayo. Short. They get it back. Goes off Mayo's foot. I mean, Hiroshima living right now. How in the world do they still have possession? 7 on the shot clock. Sato. You know he can hit the step back. He gets it to Mayo. He gets it inside to Evans. Just relentless. 9 points for Dwayne Evans. Into Garoon, excellent work. Good things have been happening when they've been getting the basketball to Vladimir Garoon. And the foul on Sato, I think that's his third. It is indeed. So he goes out, Ito back in. Ito also has 3 fouls. Coburn has 3 fouls. Smith has 3 fouls. Sato's an exciting player. Seems like he's a little bit of a different style, he's got some physicality to his game. He's got some talent. Oh boy, Garoon misses both. Hiroshima looking to put this thing away, get some more distance between themselves and Osaka. Evans, fouled by Bonds. That's Bond's second foul. The 40-year-old Joji Takeuchi back in the game for Osaka. I think they might need to bring Kinoshita back in at the earliest chance. Oh, again, another break. The ball goes kindly to Hiroshima, but this time they come away empty. Can they get Bonds driving to the basket? Another foul out on the perimeter. And this one committed by Yamazaki. Coburn back in, Matani back in. Matani has 3 fouls. So Coburn and Matani. With a little bit of foul problems. Can they get another one on them? Maybe affect how they can play defense. Sakamoto, Takeuchi not interested in the 3. Oh. Takeuchi falls over. Here he is. No, he just fell over. Well, you're down, you can't turn it over. You can't have empty possessions like that. And now, well, Garoon gets the stop, and here's Bonds. He needs to go all the way. Nice Euro step. Wonderful play by Bonds. You're up 8, 10 points. You don't get a foul call, just play. Start complaining about fouls that aren't called, you're going to lose your concentration. You're going to play into the hands of Osaka. Okay, coming out. Hiroshima once again looking to land those decisive blows. Smith has carried them for most of the second half. Here he is. This time he gets it down low to Coburn, and this time he has success. Look at this. Just not a whole lot you can do right there to stop that. .83.73 Coburn, maybe not his strength at the line. The lead is 10 though. Still time for Osaka. Kinoshita. Can they put pressure on this team? I think they got to drive. Kinoshita has it. Mitani on him. Gets it back to Garoon. That's a strike. Garoon is cooled off a little bit, so you can go to plan B. Mayo, in a relatively quiet game for him. 3-point shot. Oh boy, that felt like a dagger from Mitani. 10 points. It is incredible how these teams end up shooting right around where their stats are coming into the game. So they are now 11 of 27 from three-point range. And 11 of 27 is 40%, 40.7% from three-point range. It's a good three-point shooting team, so maybe we were a little bit guilty of not appreciating how this team would eventually start making their threes in the second half, because that's exactly what they've done. They were in the 20s at halftime. Foul called. Ito, just got to keep your hands off of him. That's 4 fouls. Sato comes back in. He's got 3 fouls. A little more size with Sato. 13 points. Not much room for error now for this Osaka EVESSA team. Kinoshita back to Garoon. It goes in for the dunk. Well, forget what I said. Get him the rock. He's played well. 17 points. Vladimir Garoon. Coburn gets rid of it. Another 3 attempt. This time no good from Mitani, but the long rebound goes over Kinoshita. And Coburn then catches it down low, and that's just one of the benefits of missing threes. In fact, is you get those long rebounds, and that was the case. Sakamoto gets rid of it. Sakamoto From deep. Got it! Back to a 10-point game. New life as we come up on winning time here. Hiroshima not out of the woods yet. Ryan Luther coming back in with the 4 fouls and the steal. Terrible pass. Oh, you got to be careful you don't travel. And driving in for the layup, Sakamoto. How in the world did Hiroshima make that play? That was Smith that made that turnover. Goodness me.
チームファウル3つ目。ここで90秒のオフィシャルタイムアウトです。
3 fouls on Bonds. Timeout on the court. One last roll of the dice. Execution has to come at a premium. Look at this. He just did not see Sakamoto. I mean, I don't understand how he even thinks about making that pass. (88-80) Hiroshima. Can they lower the boom right here? You feel like if they get another three or a three-point play, it's just going to be too much. They get Hariyama coming off a screen. He misses. And how did Evans get the basketball? He was boxed out. He was on the wrong side of Bonds, but he still got it. And that has been a massive problem for this Osaka team. And it leads to a second opportunity. And Hiroshima cashing in 20 points now for Coburn. Well, the bottom line is you got to be able to get rebounds, and if you don't get the rebounds, you don't win games. Here goes Luther going in for the two-handed jam. A little bit of emphasis. Coburn, might he turn it over in the backcourt? No, Evans has it. He's got to get across. He does get it across with a second to spare. Oh, early three. Oh, that is a killer from Sato. Oh, no, Matani. Again, Matani's hit a couple of big three-pointers. And the more you watch this Hiroshima team, the more you appreciate their talent, their depth, their size. Luther. Osaka not giving up the ghost. Give them credit. They are battling. But Hiroshima just have so many weapons. That one's good. But the three-point shooting for Hiroshima in the second half has just torn apart this Osaka team. You got Mayo. You got Mitani. You got Smith. You got Hariyama. And you've got Sato. All of them hitting threes. You know, they are 12 of 30 from three-point range. Compare that to 7 of 21. and there is a distinct advantage, which, to be honest, we knew coming into the game that could be a problem. And in this case, I think it's proving to be decisive. That's 4 more threes. That's 12 points. Look at the lead right now. It's 8 points, the difference. So if they don't shoot it as well. So coming back to live action here, 3.5 minutes, under 3.5 minutes to go. Hiroshima looking to knock down another dagger. Taking time off the clock. 6 on the shot clock. Mayo, Mitani drives, and oh my goodness. They call the foul on Kinoshita. Well, that was all ball. As he made his move, his right arm kind of went around him, but they didn't blow the whistle then. So that is a tough call against Kinoshita and Hiroshima. First one is good. This guy, Mitani, is fly under the radar good. This game will be a real confidence booster for him. He came in averaging 2.6 points per game. He's got 15 points now. Parks, Luther, Bonds, back to Luther, Parks for 3, short. And unlike at the other end, after the missed shot, the rebound corralled by the Dragonflies. Tommy's pass deflected by Kinoshita. Smith has it, gets it up, and now a chance for Osaka once again. Parks drives in. Oh, boy, Parks looked like it was a moment of genius from him, but then he missed the layup. And again, another miss. A chance to go quickly for Bonds. 3-on-3 break. Bonds takes it all the way, misses, but there's the follow, and he's fouled. And just that one play by Sakamoto has given his chance new life. Great job by Sakamoto. He doesn't give up on the play. And then he's fouled by Evans. And now a crucial make is needed at the free throw line. Well, they had the lead at halftime. They had a pretty decent lead in the first half. They led by 15 points in the first half. They just weren't able to hold this team at bay. And almost another steal. Mitani gets it back. Interesting player, Mitani. 7 on the shot clock. Evans has it. Okay, you want to fall back a little bit. And they get it down low. Over to Mayo, right corner. Boy, talk about execution. That was some impressive basketball by the Dragonflies. Ito spots his teammate in the corner. And sometimes you just got to tip your hat to the other team. 3-point shooting has been outstanding. (98-88), Hiroshima on top, and just looking like they're not going to be denied today. Get the Bonds, he's got to go quickly. Bonds looks like there was contact.
Osaka EVESSA.
Pass whipped in, Luther. And this time he will go to the line. Took a knee knock. So the good thing is here is that the clock stops and they have a chance to cut into the deficit. But again, the problem today has been the second chance points. 24 second chance points for Hiroshima, who have 20 of their 40 rebounds on the offensive glass. And that's been the problem. Now, a lot of that is, you know, Coburn getting 8 offensive rebounds, and he's getting some of those off his own misses. So you can understand those, but some of the other ones are tough to give away. He makes both. So again, back to an 8-point deficit. Can they get a steal or force a turnover? Oh, Ito able to get it, and Luther putting some pressure on, almost fouling. Evans able to get to the corner. They pass it around. Matani has it. Shot clock about to expire. Evans to the corner once again. Mayo. And this time they prevent the offensive rebound. Good job, Luther, knocking it away. Bonds doesn't mess around. Gets it up. And just like that, it's a 5-point game. And the key was they did not allow Smith, who actually had position, to get the offensive rebound. Instead, Bonds comes down, knocks down another 3. He's now 2 of 6 from 3-point range, 25 points. 98-93. And as well as this Hiroshima team has played, especially in the second half, this thing is not done. They have got to take care of the basketball. They've got to make free throws. You don't want to foul if you're Osaka, and they do. Well, Sakamoto, they elect to foul. Second foul. I mean, I'm assuming that was the strategy rather than let the clock go down. So they're going to put Ito at the free throw line. And he misses. Wow. Interesting strategy. And so far it has worked. Ito misses his first free throw. But makes the second. Ito came in shooting this season. He hadn't taken that many. It was a small sample size. 2 of 6 from the line. So yeah, he has had some issues. Yamazaki comes back into the game. And he's perfect at the free throw line this season, 5 of 5. So 2 possession game now. They're going to have to take a 3, surely. Luther gets it up. Oh, he's foul shooting a 3 by Smith. You simply cannot give that foul away, Chris Smith. What a mistake. Look at this. Oh, absolutely. You come down, I mean, he's 1.5 meters behind the arc, and you foul, and you give them a real chance now. So you just got to be able to execute down the stretch. You know, we talked about making free throws, you never foul the jump shooter, and you certainly do not foul the three-point shooter. And in this case, the clock is the enemy for Osaka, so you stop the clock and you've allowed them to go to the free throw line. And he does not make all 3. And that is a painful miss for Luther, because he knows if he makes that one, it's a 1-point game, a 1-possession game. Well, Luther goes out. He came in a 66% free throw shooter, so I guess it's not entirely surprising that he missed that. He came in having hit, yeah. He makes 1 of 2 now, Mayo. They got to go quick. Bonds. And puts it up and in, so they take another off. Now it's a 1-possession game. Good strategy. Now if you can get a steal, you got to foul. You can't let, oh, they get rid of it. Now you got to foul. You got to do something. You're going to lose out of time. And they get it to Smith. And they should have committed the foul on Evans in the backcourt. I mean, I don't know. Fujita may have said try to get a steal. But once Evans was able to get rid of the basketball, they were in real trouble. They just did not have enough time. And here's Yamazaki, who's come into the game and with a chance to continue his perfect shooting at the free throw line this season, and he does. He makes the first, now 6 of 6 on the season. These types of games are so painful when you lose, because you know all you need to do is make 1 or 2 more plays and you could have won the game. And the long shot right at the end, and Hiroshima Dragonflies win it, honestly, impressively, 102-97. Osaka gave it their all, but Hiroshima just took control in that third quarter, where their efficiency, talent on offense just was obvious for everybody to see. And this team has some real possibilities moving forward. 102-97, the final. And they will do it all again tomorrow. Look at that, 29-11 in the third quarter. You just can't imagine, first of all, giving up 29 points in a quarter. But the reality was, they couldn't miss. It felt like everybody who was putting the basketball up, it was already a foregone conclusion. It was going in, led by Smith, who was just sensational. But the only thing I'll say about Smith at the end is he's got to do better. A veteran knows he can't foul the three-point shooter in that situation. You're just giving that other team a chance to win the basketball game. See these two teams again do it again tomorrow, tipping it off same time, almost, for 5 p.m. local time. So great effort by Hiroshima. We'll hear from somebody from Hiroshima. But again, they will then be up against Yokohama after tomorrow. They'll play midweek at Yokohama and then at Nagoya Diamond Dolphins for a couple. Then they'll be at home against San Antonio Phoenix, 2 against Utsunomiya Brex, and also Ice and Seahorses Makawa. And then they'll go to Sendai and then a couple against Ruka Golden Kings. So pretty tough schedule coming up for Hiroshima Dragonflies, but their fans have to be excited about their prospects.
はい、解説の古谷と申します。
勝
利おめでとうございます。
ありがとうございます。
試合を振り返って、コメントいただけますでしょうか。
はい、前半はですね、非常に大阪さんの速い、トランジションオフェンスのところに、自分たちもかなり、そこは目を食らってしまった部分もあったんですが、本当に選手たちが後半で高い集中力を持って、前半の修正点をですねしっかりこう早く、そこら辺のところをっていうのを、しっかりとこう遂行できたっていうところが、この結果につながったかなとそういうふうに思ってます。
素晴らしい試合でした。前半と後半、特に後半に入るまでですね、選手に伝えた指示等あればですね、教えていただければと思うんですけども。
はい、先ほども言ったようにですね、やっぱり、大阪さんかなり速いペースで、攻めてくる。で、そこに対してのところでちょっと自分たちが、もったいないミスから走られたりとか、そういったところの部分っていうのがありましたので、自分たちのオフェンスは信じてそのまま続けてやっていこう。で、ディフェンスのところをもう少し細かいところに関して、個々の努力ですね、自分たちが用意してきたディフェンスのところの、細かいところをしっかりもう一度追求していこうと、それが本当に後半、かなりいい形で、選手たちが遂行してくれたとそういうふうに思ってます。
ありがとうございます。浅間ヘッドコーチのその思いが非常に出たゲームだったというふうに思うんですけども、はい、明日もですね、たくさんのバスケットボールファンがゲームを見られると思うんですけども、そのファンに向けて、メッセージをお願いします。
はい、本当に今日のゲームというのは見応えのある非常に、これぞバスケットっていうような、本当にそういった試合ができたと思います。明日もですね、しっかりと連戦続く中、自分たちはこのアウェーの中ですね、もう一度、自分たちの、やるべきバスケットっていうものを40分間遂行できるように頑張りたいと思います。
おめでとうございました。ありがとうございました。
はい、ありがとうございました。
Well, that was Coach Asayama. He's been with this team, not as the head coach all the time, but since 2015.
ありがとうございました。
Shogo Asayama. Has to think he has to like the makeup of his team. Because there's a lot to like. Think about it. My one question would be at the point guard spot, if they have enough there. That might be an issue. Anyway,
解
here,
説の
let's
フレ
do
ーです。
let's
よろ
listen
し
to
くお願い
Chris
しま
Smith.
す。まず試合を振り返って一言お願いいたします。
Man, we came out a little slow in the beginning, but we found our bearings, played our basketball, and executed down the stretch.
立ち上がりのところは少しゆっくり入ってしまったんですけど、最終的にこう遂行するべきことをしっかり遂行して勝利につなげることができたと思います。
ベンチスタートで非常に、ゲームの作るというところが難しい状況だと思うんですけども、第3クォーターですね、入りのところで、スリーポイント非常にいい活躍、もしくはまたクォーターエンドのですね、ブザービーターを決めるなどいい活躍をされたというふうに思うんですけども、ベンチスタートする上でですね、非常に心がけていること、そしてチームに貢献できることを教えていただければと思います。
What's your mindset for like starting from the bench? Like, what is the thing that you can contribute to the team from like starting from the bench?
It doesn't matter whether I'm starting, coming off the bench. It's just I go out there and I give it my all when I'm on the court. Just try to play my game and do what I've been doing.
ベンチだろうと、ベンチスタートだろうと、スターティング5からだろうと、自分のやることは本当に変わらないので、自分のすべてをコートでぶつけるっていうマインドでいつも臨んでます。
非常に素晴らしいパフォーマンスだったというふうに思います。明日もたくさんのバスケットボールファンがゲームを観戦すると思うんですけども、ファンに向けて、コメントお願いいたします。
Can you give a message to the fans?
Thank you guys for all your support. So you guys out there in the crowd, it means the world to us, and please continue to support us.
もう本当にいつも応援ありがとうございます。こう会場に足を運んでいただいて見ていただけるっていうのは本当にすごく意味のことあるので、意味があることなのでこれからもよろしくお願いします。
おめでとうございます。ありがとうございました。
Chris Smith getting it done today, 24 points. And before his interview, we heard from Coach Asayama, and I'll just share with you what he said. He said in the first half we struggled, but we fixed our defense, and then we improved our basketball. Osaka was very fast, so we had to be patient, but we did play our style, and then that was the big victory. We'll continue to play our style tomorrow, so please keep cheering. Thanks. And, you know, you look back and you think about how this game was going, and really, Osaka, I think they'll be disappointed because they led by as many as 15 points in that first half. And anytime you can establish a double-digit lead, especially 15 points, you're giving yourself a fighting chance. But the reality was when the teams reemerged after halftime, Chris Smith basically was unleashed and just went out. They got him shot after shot after shot. He was making them, and we saw Kofi Coburn continue to dominate in that low post. He did turn it over here. Suzuki going in, that was in the first half, making the layup. Sparks played very well in the first half. That's when he scored all of his points. And you could tell it was in the first half because Evans had his hair presented in a different way. But Smith, even in the first half, was able to show off his three-point shooting touch. Bronze is always a handful. Kinoshita with the drive. Feels like they can get more. One thing I would say about Aoki is he's a good, hard-nosed player, feisty player, but he needs to ease up on the physicality a little bit. Don't give away some cheap fouls early, especially out on the perimeter when you don't need to. Here he is showing some savvy getting into the lane and scoring. We had halftime, and then we had the second half, and this is when Smith took over. 1 3-pointer. He was wide open, the former Utah State man. And then we had the issue of Coburn getting offensive rebounds, passing it back inside to Smith, same spot, same result. So it all adds up. Good three-point shooting team, second and third chances, and they punish you. Bonds did what he could. Got 27 points in the end. This was a tough move. Dribbled between the legs, step back, Sato. He says, I know I'm good when I make a shot like that. And here he is down low, and then Hariyama comes out, knocks down a three. They were all shooting threes, all making them. This time, Sato gets blocked by Luther, who had a frustrating sequence. He was able to take it out on the rim, but then Smith again, another three-pointer. He says it doesn't matter if he comes off the bench. So that was it for him in that third quarter. And then you had Bonds doing his bit. Really difficult to stop. I know Smith this time gets it to Coburn, who, despite being surrounded by three players, was able to go up and score. I like this take from Vladimir Garun. You know what, you're not going to win all the battles, but he did what he had to do today. And then this steal just kind of cracked open the door for a comeback. That was a pass by Smith. Luther really locked in late in the game when he came back in with 5 minutes to go. But the threes were so good for Hiroshima today. 39%, 13 to 33. Luther overall did a really good job. 19 points. And great follow from Sakamoto. Bonds as well, giving him that late hope. But they just ran out of time. Yamazaki made the 2 free throws. And by this point, it was too late. Already down 5. So you take care of the offense, you take care of the defensive boards tomorrow. Easier said than done against Hiroshima. And you hope that Hiroshima doesn't shoot it as well as they did today, because if they shoot it that well, it's just going to be awfully difficult to have any success against them. So again, you look at the numbers and points in the paint, 54 for Osaka, 44 for Hiroshima. Second chance points, that's a big one. 24 in favor of the visitors to 9 for Osaka. 41 points off the bench as well to 29 for Osaka. And those offensive rebounds, 20 of their 41 rebounds coming on the offensive glass. And as I said, also the three-point shooting was really good. So 24 for Chris Smith led the winners, 20 for Coburn, 15 for Matani. Bonds had 27 points, Ryan Luther had 19, and Vladimir Garun had 17. And again, Garun, 17 points, 8 rebounds. So on his average, pretty much rebounding wise, above average scoring, and he was efficient today. 5 assists for Suzuki, leading the team coming off the bench. And it was 12 rebounds for Coburn to go with his 20 points, 5 assists for Smith to go with his 24 points. Should say that Bonds also had 6 rebounds and 3 assists to go with his 27 points. And our key players, you can see. So Suzuki had the 5 assists. Sato had the 9 points. 3 points for Suzuki. And that 1-3 made by Sato, who really is an exciting player. And again, these two teams will do it again tomorrow, same time, tipping off, and a lot of other action in the B-League. So, one final time, 102-97, Hiroshima Dragonflies win it over Osaka EVESSA here in the B-League. Thanks for watching, everybody.